diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will come out first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To throw, it's Vincent. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what?
There he goes. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Hunt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes a connection, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. LSU right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Dobbs. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Dobbs. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle, it's Carney. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's stopped. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Vincent. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Catch in the middle. It's Richard. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Run the gun. They'll try the middle. Crosses the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woodhead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in at the 25. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. Makes the catch.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense has it. They're on the move. Racing down the left side. He's at the touchdown. LSU. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. There he goes. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They bring the punter onto the field now. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Pulls it in. It's Carney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Puts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay
He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carney. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Just about set to get this second half underway. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The give to the lone running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal. He's got it, first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Richard. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, UNC! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got it in the middle, it's Dobbs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got it, looking for the first down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. A low-line drive and not his best work. And it'll be down right there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Snagged in the middle. It's Carney. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's on.
Turning it on! He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by 9 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass ball a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Hunt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning on the Jets. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Dobbs. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you'll never complain.
Wants to keep it in the air. Using the quick game. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Vincent. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds his man. It's Dobbs. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop in his defense, and they get the ball back. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll leave it with the lone back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Sliding off the defender. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. Quick spin on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking left. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone and the 10.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. With the catch, it's Sims. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Vincent. He's moving out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Ramsey. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down from the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. Easy completion on the shuffle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, there's no real reason to panic